Hello, everybody. I'm laughing because this is the third time we're trying this. The first time we had someone walk over and start talking to us, and the second time we got partway through and the wind blew the tripod over. So guess what? I'm Carrie,
I'm Daphne.
and this is our third try to say thank you to everyone here in Australia. I mean, we wanted to commemorate, and there's an airplane. It's perfect. We're here in Tilden Park in Western Australia, and our last full day here in what I've been terming as beautiful Australia. What a beautiful area. This is a kind of a rugged, posh type of beauty on this part of the country. And Daphne and I want to take some time to say thank you to so many people for this trip and for making this trip possible and all the support that we got along the way. I remember leaving the States. When you leave home for a month's time, there's a lot of things to get prepared for and a lot of things to
Definitely.
think ahead and a lot of stress. But once you finally get here and it kind of all goes away, doesn't it?
Yeah. The beauty of the everything takes over, and you don't miss home so much.
Yeah. So we're gearing up to head back. But we wanted to look back on our epic voyage and our epic trip here, the Aussie Adventure, as we've been calling it, and say thank you to so many people. We wanted to kind of document along the way when we arrived in Melbourne, and I think it was like November 1st, something like that. Or this, what was it, October 31st, or
Yeah,
this November
yeah.
1st, and and we had our first event there in Victoria, Melbourne, Ballarat, in that area, and it was wonderful. I want to thank everyone for coming out. It was pretty chilly. I actually didn't pack heavy enough because I thought, oh, I'm coming to Australia. We left kind of the cold temperatures in Pennsylvania, so I was a little underdressed, but it was fine. It was a wonderful event, and we thank Lethbridge for having us there and all that, and everyone who organized that and showed up. Your support makes it well worthwhile. And of course, we wouldn't be doing our duty if we didn't say hello and thank you too.
Tracy, thank
Say,
you so much.
Tracy, it was wonderful meeting you and spending time with you. And thanks for everything that you did, all your support, all your kindness. You're such a wonderful person, and we can't wait to see you again. And calling you friend is certainly a privilege, as it is for all the people that we met. And from there we packed up and did a long drive with Simon and Shelley up to the Snowy Mountains. And for me, that was one of the most special places for me. I don't know how you thought about it, but
It was beautiful
yeah,
to see the countryside change, and then go into more of a mountain, snowy type
yeah.
scene.
We were in
It was
I won't
special.
say this right, the Ataminaby and
Yeah,
The Yukonbean River. I think I got that right. It was really awesome. Anyone who's been following us along and knows how much I wanted to see kangaroos and wallabies up close, and certainly had a chance to do quite a bit of that.
definitely.
That there, saw echidnas and wombats, the just so many wonderful things. But I think the most special thing was being able to share the wild brumby time that we had with Shelley, Simon, and Daphne, who's never seen that before.
Never got to witness, um, seeing a family herd structure, out in the wild, and actually seeing the stallion protect his family herd. He actually came and kind of charged us when he found out that we were there, and it was neat to watch all of that. And that's footage that you got to see, as we were doing the classes in the seminar.
Yeah, yeah. So that was really special, and to share that with Shelley too was great. And I know that you and Simon were like, okay, we'll just let Kelly, or yeah, let Shelley and Carrie chat this up a little bit, and it
Yeah,
was really wonderful. And it certainly makes me want to come back. I spent so much time in Wyoming and Montana in the States doing that very similar thing, and had always been a dream of mine. First of all, to come to Australia ever since a childhood. And if you came to one of our events, I tell that story, and then to get a chance to see the Brumbies in that atmosphere with three of the most special people in my life was certainly something that I'll always cherish, and looking forward to coming back. And now it's kind of instilled that thing in me where I want to come back and do some real field research with the Brumbies and get a lot of interesting data. But that was a lot of fun. And then we came down to, I think, one of our really favorite spots for the second event in New South Wales at the Sutton
yeah, Sutton
Equestrian Center. Yeah,
Forest.
and that was a wonderful place. We were there. We had the privilege and honor to be there in March,
Hmm.
our first trip in 2023 in March to do an event there. And to people who had come back to that event who attended the first event. That's such an honor, and I certainly appreciate that. The cool thing about Sutton Farm was the Far Lap, movie which we finally got to see,
Yeah.
thanks to Simon and Shelley. A lot of the opening footage was actually filmed there.
And the neat thing about Sutton Forest or Sutton Hill is it feels like home for us because it was designed by a Kentucky
Mm-hmm.
person, and
Yeah.
it really resembles where we live.
Yeah.
So very
especially
comfortable.
especially the hall where we did the talk.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
that kind of reminds me, if anyone's ever been to the States, that kind of reminds us of the hall in Philadelphia where they signed the Constitution. It was kind of the same type of layout, and I can see where he got that design from. So, but so many thanks there. I have to say a special thanks to Kat for
Yeah,
coming to both the events.
definitely.
Kat, you and Sam. Hi, Sam. You came to last March.
And
Of
even
course.
Heidi. I mean, there's so many people we
Oh,
need to
Heidi.
thank.
Yeah.
We can't touch on everybody's names. So,
No,
um,
it's almost impossible.
yeah.
Kat and Roger, of course, co-host to Shelley's podcast, which I've had the honor of being on more than one time. Um, but yeah, that was great, and we had a really nice little break, a little holiday break down at Manana.
Oh, manana. Love, love, love it there. The wildlife, well, the birds, I'm sure if you got to see some of my pictures, being able to feed the king parrots and the little rainbow parrots.
Larakeets of all
Yeah,
things.
little larakeets. They're like little velociraptors, is what I call them now, because they really are a pest. But the birds are beautiful, and it was spectacular beaches. That downtime was just amazing. I've not
Yeah.
ever witnessed anything like it
Well,
before.
there's just so much beauty here. I mean, and there's a lot of diversity in America. Don't get me wrong, but there's, for us coming here, it's such a unique type of wildlife and diversity, and so many. Everyone is so kind. I mean, we've met so many kind people, and that support along the way. This would not happen without you guys. And we came back from Manana, and I even hid my little walking stick. I've taken up to having a little snake stick with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
So I hid that in a special place that'll be there when we go back. Um, and then we come here to WA, to Perth, for our
The
event,
last leg of it.
the
Yep.
last big event at the State Equestrian Center, and that was just magnificent. And the turnout, you know, for me personally, it's just such an honor and privilege to be able to share my story, share our common vision to help horses, and that's what we're doing this for. And without your being a participant in that, it doesn't go very far. And just can't thank you enough for the support on signing up for the courses and signing up for getting evaluations and just so many things. I mean, so
Remember, guys, leave it running. If you want $1 million views, walk down the drive and look down the valley.
righto.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Have a good trip back home.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So, neighbor kind enough to allow us to set up here and do this beautiful backdrop, and he's telling us about checking out some different views. So it's very kind. Again, the kindness of everyone
Yeah,
is just
it's amazing.
it's just so spectacular. And going forward, we're going home tomorrow. But going forward, I think Daphne and I both look forward to the opportunity to come back. I know there's so many places for us to see, and so many more events for us to organize. And to that end, the Applied Sensory Soundness tour for 2023 is wrapping up. However, if you want to have an event, you want to organize an event, you want to set something up in America, England, back here, all you got to do is let us know, reach out, and we'd be certainly excited to entertain that. Shelley and Simon are coming to America because we're getting married in June. And so excited that have them there for that. Simon's going to be in the wedding as one of my best mates, I should say. So while we're there, we're looking forward to setting up some events because Shelley's work is just so special, so phenomenal. She's really, to me, the optimal person, the trainer who can take the work that I do and the evaluations and the sensory soundness and take that information and put it into practical applications as a trainer from a trainer standpoint. It's such an honor and privilege to work with both Shelley and Simon.
For sure.
And Simon is incredibly special. What an incredible person. Both. I could go on and on and on. Our thanks for Shelley and Simon, and I hope you here in Australia cherish how special Shelley is, and how amazing of a person that she is, and what she brings to the industry. It needs to go further than these shores. So just like she wanted to bring us here, our job is to make sure that the rest of the world, and especially in America, learns about how wonderful her work is, and her ability to work with horses. So it's just amazing. So anything else you'd?
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you to Katrin and Norbert
Yep.
for, hosting us while Shelley and Simon are gone. They've been amazing hosts. Everybody who has had a part in having us here, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means everything. And, I'd like to extend that back to you if you ever want to come to the States. So,
Yep, please.
please ring us up,
Yeah,
as they
yeah,
say.
yeah. Come visit us. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you for getting in on the lessons and the evaluations, and let's keep it going. We got a lot of work to do, and we can't do it by ourselves. So thank you,
So,
and
thank you. Until next time.
good day.
Good day.
Thanks.
Yeah.